let's open it up. Are we on the internet? Oh, we are. Hello. Hello, friends. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, chat. Glad to see people are around. 7-month subscriber. Am I a subscriber to myself? Wild. Yeah, I'm excited to have people here. For part 2 of Disco Elysium, what's quickly becoming one of the most interesting games I've seen in a very, very long time. And let's see. There is a lot of thunderstorms where I'm at, so if the stream all of a sudden dies, it might be because electricity decided to stop working in my area of expertise. We'll wait another minute before we continue the game. For those who don't know, Disco Elysium Part 2. Part 1 is on my channel and my YouTube channel. But so far, it seems we are a horrid drunk who is apparently a cop who wakes up with basically no knowledge of who he is, where he is, and what he's doing. And he's like slowly putting together the pieces of all those facts with a bunch of different voices in his head, like authority, empathy, etc., 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 that are representations of all these mind fuckery. Things we know: we're in the city of Revachol. We are a cop, or part of a people's militia. What else? We are solving a case of a man who's been hung in a tree. There's like labor and union stuff around. And yeah, that's basically the main gist of it. Yeah, I highly recommend, if you do not watch part 1, to at some point watch part 1, because this game is buck wild. Alright, with it being 5 exactly, now I've preambled and said a whole bunch of rando shit. We got some people in the stream. Welcome. I will move this tab over here and begin the game. As long as everyone can hear everything right, my OBS is capturing the stuff, the game and me. Hopefully. We'll see. If not, say something, then I can mess with some stuff live on stream. Well, howdy. Stuff. Grand. Never. Yep, I stopped here. Classy man, classy clipboard. Got some big ol' hand stuff. Dapper, since you left a little bit, I've upgraded my shivers twice. From there it is. So that's fun for me. Because I don't know what else I'm doing. Okay. Where did you leave off? So I left off as I looked through my clipboard, and I kept looking through it, even though my brain's like, hey, don't open that. And I'm like, of course I'm going to open it. I fell unconscious, woke up in here, got bullied by my entire precinct, still don't know my name, and went through my whole little stuff. So not too far, but it's a lot of, there was a lot of content. You know what I'm saying? I thought. Some great tectonic forces cracked the pavement like an eggshell. That's probably fine. Bonsai tree. Oh yeah, we checked out the body. Oh right, you left then. Yeah, I threw up like a bunch. I threw up a whole bunch, so I needed to like wait before I did anything about it. Tire tracks leading from the roof. The slush in the rain almost washed them off. Oh shit, he's just throwing pebbles. Nope. I clicked the thought, but the thought vanished. No, I don't want to go all the way that way. I'd like my thought again, please. The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Okay. This coin-operated viewer has been banged up, inoperable. Can you go back to Rakuno's shit yet? We don't go talk to Kuno. Ooh, books. is a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. Nice. On the cover stands a very tall, muscular man surrounded by flames. Okay, also very nice. This book about pate. This book, you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. Book about boyadero culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. Book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Oh, shit. I'm not going to talk to all these people yet, because I still have to... I'll look at them later. I'll read this stuff first, and then I'll look at my journal to see what else I can do. 2, roundabout north. 2, Cassadives. Martinez Pier. That's not what I want. Okay. Monday. Inspect victim's body. This is preliminary inspection. You need to suppress the urge to throw up and approach it. Call Sylvia, use the Kim shortwave. We'll do that. Perhaps try a rich person. Rich people are educated. Pissing competition. Ask him after the dead body. End of the debrief, which is 2200. I got about 10 hours to do that. Ask Kuno if anything's and how the victim is closed. Okay, that's all good stuff to do. Yeah, I think I'll call on the radio and then I'll talk to Gart. Broken window. Tibbs has windows. Huh. I'll talk to Tibbs. If you had a bag in hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them. Where the fuck can I get a bag? You hear distant squall of seabirds. Do you have a bag? Okay. I want to collect trash for money. Splatter of bullet holes lines the walls. Yeah, I'll do radio.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Well, I'll tap it.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
Now, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
Okay, well.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need you to connect me to civilian, a Sylvie. She may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Kim didn't Kirk give you Sylvie's number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
I love Alice. Ooh, start slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
That's fine, I'm just doing a rhythm.
Just wait. Relax.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Well, it sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Hello, this is police calling. I have some questions about your last days at work.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again.
Does not like talking to me. I apparently am an asshole.
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
Huh. Both are considered successes. Great. You quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
I mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
And why is she comfortable discussing with me?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Yeah, that's probably from Mart.
You know whom?
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words.
Okay.
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay?
God, what the fuck am I on?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
But why didn't you make the call? Didn't a corpse in your workplace bother you?
Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the corpse.
What does this union have to do with anything?
No one calls the police. The union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
I'm the authority around here. Kim?
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the dock workers' union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
Looks like there's not exactly. Did you let corpse in your backyard for weeks?
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
The subs are unionizing.
Push
No.
her further. Show her the error of her ways. No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
What others?
The other people who live around here. Local people. I didn't want trouble.
Her voice is resigned and weak.
What trouble?
You don't live here.
Oh, that's an
You
explanation
don't
point. Whoops.
understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the union, internally. Please, I just didn't want any trouble.
I see. Don't worry about it.
You do? Oh. What else can I do for you?
Do you know who made the call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires.
Sure.
People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Okay, next question.
Yeah, go on.
Do you know who put the victim's clothes in the trash?
No, I don't know. It wasn't me. I haven't been out there since. I was terrified of the stench and the corpse.
Do you know how my paperwork ended up being the trash container by the whirling?
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir. Clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out
That
in the
makes
trash,
sense.
thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that.
Just
Anything else, detective?
She doesn't sound like she's actually that sorry. See my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
The law. I see. I've been screaming about being the law.
Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Kim doesn't have a uniform. He just seems real to me.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is.
But we both have the squares. Isn't that the uniform?
There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Boy, I don't want to ask about my gun, but it's fine.
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
My cool gun. Oh no.
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and...
Sounds like it's going to be bad.
I
Do
do.
you really want to know?
And what did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Jesus Christ.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
Christ, I'm a
People
mess.
tried to back away from you or even slip out of the door, but you screamed, I am the goddamned law, and you have to listen to me. You are all suspects in a murder investigation.
Jesus Christ. I should kill myself. Why would I think to kill myself? Look at this world. I'd love to say. No. Okay. I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
There is
Let's see.
silence on the other end of the line.
I'm not going to say I should have killed myself. What happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like, big bucks, 10 guy, and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns.
Jesus Christ.
It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask.
Have you seen my policeman uniform?
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things.
Somewhere in a dank rental apartment, 2 police officers stand in the dark. Trash and liquor bottles cover the floor. Things are not good. One of the men,
Challenging.
trying not to slip on old newspapers, makes his way to the window and pulls the curtains apart. Roaches scatter as the light comes in. God damn. Officer Michelle Elfboy Williams speaks to himself. His partner, Sundance Fisher, looks at the patrol uniform he's wearing. Then at an identical suit frame on the wall. It's blue and covered in dust. Let's get the fuck out of there. He turns to Williams. He hasn't been here in days.
Okay, so somebody's in my apartment. I'm not going to ask about grabbing a cup of coffee with me because they do not like me very clearly. Thank you.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Well, why does she seem angry with you? Please, come on.
Yes,
Yes.
you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags when she was still working there.
Before you go, you're mad at me, right? Tell me what I do. I can't remember.
I'm not mad. It's just you were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. Just made me want to quit.
What's the skua thing?
The stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird!"
Jesus
and laughing like
Christ.
a maniac.
Oh, no.
I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
This doesn't sound anything like me. I love birds. I do love birds. That's Sean. This sounds like me, alright. Bitch bird got what was coming to her. I'll just say that.
Yes, well,
Tell me I was the one who made you want to quit.
yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months.
Jesus, how's he alive? I don't know what I did.
You were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Which song?
We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry about the song.
The hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being, and why does anyone even let you work as a policeman? That you'd fire yourself, but you can't even do that.
Sorry.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
I'm definitely still going to sing karaoke.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
I was trying to show you the world tomorrow. The Great Panic at the End. Worst having much ever seen. Girls no love at a party. I'm truly sorry for everything, Sylvie.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
What else did I sing besides? I'm looking for a song.
All sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock.
Anyway, I know like you hate me and everything I do and everything I did, but maybe you can identify this one particular
Which
song.
one would that be?
Well, that was really sad.
Sad? I think the one you mean is the smallest church in San Sans. Butchered that right up.
Interesting. You still have to find it, however.
Yeah. Right, thank you for talking with me. Take care.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Alice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
I do not need to talk to Sylvie again. I'm just ready for now. Good night.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio.
Close the door. Okay.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copo type.
There's copper types.
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Some kind of probably sorry cop. Cool cop?
No, you're the sorry cop.
Fuck.
The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official.
Oh no.
Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
What are the other cop types? I'm sorry, opt-in.
Oh, you know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, Liquid Shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go.
Sorry cop type. No, I'm not the fucking sorry cop. I just need to change my behavior. Other cop types be jealous. You know, I'm not sorry. I changed my mind. Fucking they should be sorry.
Yes, yes. Impotent rage and lamentation. Let's wrap it up.
I'm not sorry. I changed my mind.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
Fuck off.
Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you then.
Suggest my asshole, loser. Who made the call reporting the crime? Despite the lack of obvious leads, this might take some time. I'll talk to Martine. I refuse to be sorry cop. But I will get my shit together. Oh, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you, Dilbert ass motherfucker? Have you heard that I'm the law? It's all about the money, you know? You gotta spend money to make money. Great. Here's some motherfucker.
Can I help you?
Nope. I don't want to return the thing. Damn. Well, I'm gonna go in here since the door's open. Ooh. Dishes are drying. The smell of chemical and pine trees. What's that? Oh. Aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air. Fuck yeah, take all. $3.59. Nice.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec. It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Quebec. Sounds representative.
Thanks, logic. Got time for
The man
questions?
puts his cup down and replies something. His left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Got some impressive pots here.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. Alright. The fuck does that mean?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
I wonder what the door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I'll lie and say I'm out to duty.
Yes, I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough. As a side investigation.
I'll merge into a stereo
If
investigation.
you say so. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
I'm gonna touch the door
The
first.
cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Push the door.
The door does not budge.
Well.
Lonesome. Long way
Ooh.
home.
Breakthrough. Here we go.
Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Me for drugs. Case one side. Great. White morning. Okay. Neat. Okay. I've completed 2 thoughts. Let me... There you go.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Could be someone on your who else has the key?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. 2 men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container despondently. CSM is written on their backs.
Clinton
Thank
Street.
you anyway.
Can someone in your staff put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Maybe to remember them.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Damn. Brutal, but correct.
Yes?
Later. That's all I need from you. It's fucking Kuno. Shit, I have to talk to Kuno again. You're here. I'll talk to you again. What's up?
Hello again, sweetie.
Nope. The only thing is, like, ask for money, and I don't think I'm going to do that. Rivachol. Oranges play Oraye. Ooh. Trash. There's bottles inside. You can pick it up. I have a fucking bag. Jesus Christ. Hey, what's up, you miserable little shit wipe?
Fuck does Kuno care?
What is just about it?
The
You
fuck about it? You're testing Kuno's
Shut up, Kuno.
lost
Question about the
Yeah,
crime
the
scene.
kingdom of
There we go.
Kuno. The fuck do you want with it?
Clothing in the trash.
Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. Could lead to an investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit.
Yeah, it does sound like fucking nails on a cop card, right?
Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there.
Stop
Now you want
saying
performance
that.
here or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Entertain me. What's so great about these pants?
These are found modulars, liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness.
So a few.
Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
Oh, but 2 voices in my head love these pants. Hey, dear Fluff. Welcome back. Might be interested in the pace. Let's talk about this later.
Right, Pico, shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno.
As
Kuno.
you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle.
Sure, I'll show him the racist mug that he'll probably love.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Ooh, boy. This claim better not be taken out of historical context mug have anything to do with it. Oh, boy. Adequate description. Ooh, boy. Does racist mug have anything to do with it?
Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker cause he's the clothes fucker?
A mug fucker?
Can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Kuna. Somebody's tampered the crime scene. Clean some of it up.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
He nods in approval.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique too.
Jesus Christ. I can't believe his physical instrument wants to make Kuno a cop.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Huh.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face.
Later.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
-1 back down from Kuno. +1 talk to Kunoese. 42% even. Fuck it.
It's not.
Holy shit.
It's Kuno S.
It's Kunoese. Act on it and try to separate them. Kuno.
Fuck's you whispering about?
Goofball says collector boxes in the Venom Incarnate set. I have the Venom Collector set.
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
He's trying to control you. We gotta get you out of here. What's up with her? She's terrifying, crazy, scary. I'm glad she's out of our hair. She's fucked up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this. If I say that, he might get insulted by the implication that she's controlling him. Crazy, scary, might be a back down. God, how unforgiving are you? Empathy. Try to separate one was a thing, but that's a bit aggressive. What's up with her?
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane, dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in, probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him. Kuno, I'm fucking warning you. You're gonna get us into shit.
She understands what you're trying to do.
She does.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
What's serious? You serious about this killing business?
Killing is serious shit. Kuno's always serious about the 488. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
How many cops has she killed?
Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
He feels the eyes on the back of his head and stops.
There's something cold in the air, like water lapping against cold stones, or dripping in a hallway nearby. 3 years ago, there were shoes in the corner. The creature peers at you.
The creature.
Over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes. Fear.
Think she has anything to do with that bet? Yeah, I'll ask that later. She thinks she's insane.
She's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho, cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
What's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
It's the language she uses. Napakimi.
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
What people?
Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Some things are too awful to dwell on. The Nakis and Runkaris might be some kind of defense mechanism.
Anything to do with the dead man?
She would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno.
Where were you?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
Okay. She your sister?
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in, like a mad dog or some shit.
Stray?
Yeah, she was just there.
What was that, Kuno?
The little one twists her neck looking at the building.
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
Why was she dripping wet?
Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out.
You said she got in. How?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog.
About your parents?
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there, or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno S, two of a kind.
Two of a kind. Why's she called Kuno S then?
'Cause she fucking looks like Kuno.
You don't know her name?
No one knows her name. Kuno told you this shit was Psycho Killer.
Who you dealing with all this?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either.
Okay, then I won't.
Kuno's got this shit under control.
You need backup. I'm here for you.
Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
No, I didn't say the one to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her. Sneak up on you later and fuck you up. You understand?
The boy looks you in the eye. Black pupils trying to focus.
He may not be able to do it, but he will try. Right now, he believes he will.
I can respect that.
All right. Now we can do business.
He's breathing heavily. That took something out of him.
Business?
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker.
The fuck?
See, it's tension and release with Kuno. Now we releasing. The pant buying shit, that's on now too. 90% discount for Kuno's pig. Kuno can flex. And shit, you can even fuck back in Kuno's kingdom. That fucking pile of Eternite. It's a secret door, okay? Just pull it off and you can fuck into Kuno's shack.
Okay, 15 for the fallen pants, +1 savior for Tor, and +1 physical instrument. Nice. What is about the illegal
Kuno
narcotics?
gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on.
Lightning on.
Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
Okay.
Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
Who's your dad, Kuno?
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
How much material are you talking about?
Like half.
Half of
A
what?
baggie. But like in this vial.
It's not very much material at
What
all.
you talking about? Half a G? This shit is giant grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
Made up my mind, Kuno. This is what's gonna happen.
Okay. Kuno's listening.
Enough of the speed. I'm going after the most violent man in Revachol. I'm going there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap. I'm going there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to need to confiscate that crap. Lie. You need speed. Most violent man.
Sure, whatever. If you survive, make sure to bring that shit back to Kuno. Kuno's almost out. You wouldn't like the Kuno when he's out. Kuno's violent dad's got Kuno's key. So you need to fuck your way in there. Go to the pier side, bang on the door till the cleaning gimp lets you in. That's how Kuno does it. Then you go to room 12 and kick down the door, police violence style. That's what Kuno does. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckhead. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
Come on, Kim. Obviously, I'm not going to take it. We need to get the drugs away from a minor.
Okay then.
We're getting the... Obviously. I don't want to say this. Fuck. What? Maybe he's got something.
Like a fucking volcano? Yeah. Fucking pathetic.
You were lucky you didn't die there.
Maybe you got some advice for me.
Yeah. Kuno's got some advice for you.
Oh, he's going to say something mean.
What are you? Like 80, right? Maybe you should stop embarrassing yourself in front of a fucking kid.
All right.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Well, thanks, Kuno. Insightful as always. You need to figure out what's going on with him, and then you can get your hands on his performance gear. Check on your gun. Check on your badge. Fence person might take a while. Union boxes. Should I try to get this again?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white
92,
eyes.
huh?
The body below is... As you breathe in,
Yes.
the odor comes over you. Yes. It's the smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Fuck yeah. They always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
Step closer.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Look at the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them.
It looks like armor.
Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
What kind of boots are these?
They are armor, no boots. Technically speaking, these are sabatons.
What kind of armor is it?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Where's the rest of it?
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Okay, ask Kuno about more shit.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
Maybe he's just wearing these boots and there is no rest of the armor.
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirts we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
What if they told him to strip before they hung him to demean him?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Fucking talking about underpants.
It really looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
That's a lot, I take it.
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay.
It's pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
I'm not gonna pull the boot off yet.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Look at that
The
belt.
hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst to be.
Oh my god.
Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of
Got
the
it.
local brewery.
Got another skill point. Wonder what I'd use it on. Bad time for a drink, right?
Extremely.
What kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
Like a circus for transporting black-spotted giraffe?
No. More like in a harbor. Like the one just east of here. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
I wanted him to stay there. Polyester seems
It's not
strong.
merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it.
I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
No. You feel like it was something else. But what?
Believably mundane. I feel like it was something else.
Yes, it often is. This bell worries me.
I think we can get him up there.
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt. Buckle closes. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. An
Tattoos.
intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak. Your fist clenches suddenly.
It'll be riddled with disco, baby.
Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
It's the map of night sky.
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
We're missing something here.
I agree.
Sudden ring fills the air as it pulls down the zipper of his orange
He
jacket.
takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
I'm just gonna let him work.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
Yeah.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering the lens, adjusting then.
A sound,
Ugh.
a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Cool machine.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
I mean, I know what we need this photo
It
for, but that's
contains
fine.
insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
No larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glassy-eyed corpse looked.
Come in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically.
Right?
This.
That texture is amazing.
There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Ah, he's jerking off.
I'm gone
Where have you gone?
into the wild pale yonder.
Where's that?
In the past, way out west.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Takes one to know one.
I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Kobo.
Why are you feeling pleasure when you died?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
First of all, what dialect is that anyway? So you were feeling sexual arousal when they were hanging you.
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
No.
Captain Copodromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
What's happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your imagination.
Imagination.
Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoony. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoony Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have...
Is my name Rooney? It's not.
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Rooney's obviously not.
Between you and me, your name is probably Harry.
I feel like I've been getting a lot of Harry lately.
You might be onto something there.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, brother Copo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face. Motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Maybe it'll lead to something. Something indescribable, unforeseen, miraculous.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
I don't hate him, so... Enough.
Come back later, Copo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible. Also, see me in your dreams.
That's not what this says at all. Take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose, The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it?
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
It's kind of harder.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
I like how Kuno's just in the corner now.
So, what do you think?
Something is coming out. You know, he's beating up. Do you see the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
Something's coming out of him.
The pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he saying?
Talking about shit.
You got lucky.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
What do you think?
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Could it still be used moved after death?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
I think he's dead.
I agree.
There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently.
Yes.
Totally dead.
Dead. He dead.
Dabba-doob doob dead.
All right.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
How do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
The cadaver slowly twists the material, delicate and fragile. They feel alien to them.
They
What
are
kind of
armored.
boots?
Nope,
What kind of
ceramic
armor?
plate. Under the
Where?
heel.
Pull the boots
Felt-
off.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Yeah, I thought badly about him, so better not even try.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form. Ageless, the cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt.
I need to know,
course.
corpse man.
You have questions, don't you?
No.
Come back later, Copo.
Yeah, I think that's done.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge.
I can get his boots off him when he's
They
fallen.
don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
You can saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
You can use the kid's ladder.
I don't trust that ladder. The assailants didn't use it. It's rotten and less sturdy than it looks. And I don't see another good way up there. Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this.
Yeah, seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
I mean, someone who's below detective.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Maybe we can ask for help from the harbor, even though that's where he
I was
probably
really
got murdered
hoping
from.
we wouldn't. The Union appear to be suspects in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Confirmed. It's unsafe.
Yeah, let's commit other
But
options.
what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
I mean, we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
I don't know, just maybe shoot up there, maybe? Shoot the belt, the bullet will break it.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
I'm gonna let him choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel,
Jeez, really?
separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's test position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Say nothing.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
he feels bad about his eyes mostly, just having bad eyesight, probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Don't console him.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
I mean, I should
It's
try.
bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
They only have one gun!
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Time to shoot Kuno.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banani boika! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Feel the weight?
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger. The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
This isn't mere boundary pushing. There is a true suicidal rage in the kid as she's provoking you.
Point the gun at Kuno use. Hand-eye coordination is one of the things. What if I just really quick level that up? Close your left eye first.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional.
Look, he's crying! You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Cannot be retried. Shut up.
What? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Jesus Christ. Still low, but like, what do I? Yeah.
I agree. Enough gunslinging for today.
What about the body?
We need to access the harbor and ask the leader of the Union to have it taken down. They have the tools, and they have men.
Why don't we just begin with that?
I did not want us to be indebted to Everard Clare. I wanted us to be able to deal with it ourselves. That is clearly not the case. We need help.
You need to suck my dick! Why the fuck am I still alive?
What?
The leader of the Union, a dangerous and corrupt man. One you don't want to be indebted to.
Alright. Tools. Oh, big stretch. Thank you, Moran Darts. A good old stretch. Well, since that didn't do anything, I'm going to... I can't... Oh, I can't. Well, that's fine. I'm going to interact with the
An
photo.
intricate web of blue light. It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but something's not right.
What's the meaning of this tattoo?
For you to discover, you've gotten as far as you will without assistance.
Hydrate, thank you.
Someone close to the victim might know. Gone.
All right. That. Can't inspect that. Can't inspect that. Okay. So, getting the body down, we need to ask Everett Clares for help. There's the rest of the armor. Yep. Gonna ask Kuno about the armor.
Fuck does Kuno care? Yeah,
Crime scene.
the kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you...
No.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't
Body
give a
again.
the fuck about it.
Rest of his armor.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Ah.
Come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
He's just too small for the armor. No, he's too sensitive. What do you mean he threw
Kuno
away?
tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
He threw it in the sea.
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates.
What do you mean, troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
What the fuck?
So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
I know this answer to this, but I'll ask anyway.
What are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Contusion's a bruise.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum. He's thinking the kid has amassed quite the vocabulary of law enforcement terms, but he's not going to stick his nose into this.
Proceed with questioning.
Good. That's what the lieutenant from Precinct 57 would have done as well.
Move
You're
on.
testing Kuno.
Get lost.
Kunois, you gotta chill out.
Kuno doesn't.
In fact,
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
corpse maybe puke twice.
Stay away from me, pig. You don't want to see what happens when you corner me.
I've just learned about curse words, you're right. Oh, okay. Grand. Okay. Okay. Put a sand song on tape. Hanger feels bad. Try to bottle with alcohol. The match will happen on its own. No. Body down. Need to go to the harbor. Ask around about Tetsu's possible meaning. Harbor gapes. Ask the jolly Misk about the armor. Yeah, there's a lot of options. Hey, kid.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
I'm the law. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is this anyway?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
What? What is a book? What is a postcard? What is a board game? Don't be ridiculous. I know all these
You're
things.
fooling nobody.
Don't you sass me.
You've been standing here silently for a while now.
It's okay if I ask you some
Okay,
questions.
sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold
I'm
because...
signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Oh, what a shame.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
By brutally dismantling the free... I could help by brutally dismantling the free market. Can I help in some way?
Kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
I could have a word with the store owner?
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Should I be in school or
I
something?
do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't school more important than
Mum
this?
says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
Ah, your mom's part of the bourgeoisie.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Cursed in what way?
Cursed
Like
in a
a
way that makes them
a
see that
ghost?
No business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Bankrupt.
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
That sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. Narrow my eyes and look through the creaking boards on the
We
windows.
can go into the bookstore and ask about the case. But I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir.
Stroke your chin. What do you know about the other failed businesses?
Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
How does this curse manifest itself?
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
But Kim, the plasmic manifestations.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
Stroking my chin. Enough about this curse
Maybe I can
for
tell you
now.
about some of our books instead.
What's this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
I get it. Crime murders get the people going.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm the law myself, by the way.
You don't look much like a policeman.
Well, what does a cop look like
Didn't
then?
mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Seven person to talk about Dick Mullen. Grimly over the body of a dead woman. I used to be exactly like the Mullen guy. Then I decided to live a little. You know, actually, nobody looks like the guy in the picture. That's just stupid fantasy, man. It's not your body that's important to police work. Anyway, it's your head. Wow, look at that guy. I'll never be as good as him.
Head? Yes.
No, your resilience.
Thanks, Prey and Threshold. Grit. Total disregard for personal safety. You gotta take the pain. This Mullen guy looks like he'd run to his mom. Ain't got no balls. Jeez, I can't say anything else but do this grit.
That's a bit childish.
Dick through the balls. Bam. Mullen's no real dead. No, it's too much. I don't want to say that to a little girl.
Say what, sir?
Nothing. Dick Mullen sucks. Anyway, I'm not impressed with this Mullen guy.
You don't have to be, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you.
Thank you, child.
Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Okay. I'm going to do something now.
The girl
Yes!
keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
So ahead. Why do you keep your hands
What do you
folded?
mean, sir?
She knows where this is going.
You can show them to me.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest, a facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals.
You heard me. Hands up. No, it's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
You bite your nails.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
There are a few other hints.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
Oh no.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex.
Do better. Do something about me.
Quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching.
How do you know that I'm
Takes
usually not?
effort.
Because you usually aren't.
And I'm having a grand
I
time.
sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar.
What am I missing
somehow.
here?
You have absolutely
What?
no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard.
I had a 72% chance. Are you kidding me? No. What do I have to do in a suggestion? What is
It's the
romance?
type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
Huh.
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about poor man getting rich lady?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
I see.
Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
What about when both of them are bad?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
What if it's written really well?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
She doesn't need any man. What about when everyone's poor?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Yeah, poor people are boring.
Not
No.
in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Yeah, maybe I will.
I'm sure she can help out. Anything else you're curious about?
It's enough romance for
Maybe
me.
some about other books?
Who are these famous people?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Can I become famous by reading one of these books?
I don't know about that, but I imagine life is great when you're famous.
Fame sounds delicious.
Why would they do that, sir?
Papers death. Oh, sure. Why indeed? I'm just an old tired cop. What use am I? Yeah, I'll be
That's
superstar
so
cop.
cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body, holding a gun.
I don't know why, but I just want to make this child happy with whatever stupid choice I have to make. See you around, Annette. Good thing we did a little autosave. I cannot go in the store. Don't worry, I'll get... The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. Lame. Either be it or don't. I don't need that. I need this. We can go to the harbor. I can't ask them about the tattoos. It's almost... The workday's almost done. Haven't seen anything up here. Bird. Love birds. Lonely cormorant surveys the seas, indifferent to your approach. Hold on. What's this?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Sure, 3%.
You have no clue. It's just a wall. So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked. Their paint peeling.
Interesting. There's something over there. Oh! Hell yeah, almost got $4. What's up, kid?
Are you trying to sneak up on me? come to slit my throat in my sleep.
You're waking up.
Come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Why would you even say that?
Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all.
Okay, well. Let's see, you have nothing interesting to add. Garden hose will be much use until the snow melts. A lot of shit over there. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. They're splattering of bullet holes on this wall. So many bullet holes. Ooh. Ooh, a hat. -1 rhetoric. Rhetoric. Practice the art of persuasion and always rigorous intellectual. Oh, it's a bum hat. That's fine. Can keep me warm. These barrels are half full of rainwater. Can't go there. Oh, wait a minute. That's might be my uniform. But you look at it suspiciously. Oops.
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier.
Examine closer.
You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes.
Firing line.
Sweat starts
That's
trickling
why.
down
That's
your
why they're
brow.
everywhere.
Your chest feels tight.
Ooh.
Look at them. It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter. Your breathing grows even heavier.
You okay there?
Oh yeah, I started breathing really bad.
Might be the after effects of your past escapades. What are you looking at?
What's with all these bullet holes?
Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century old.
There's something we should do about these?
No, we are not constructors and renovators. And these bullet holes do not warrant an investigation.
Tell me about the revolution.
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Should we go?
Guess we should. Okay. Let's go in here. Balcony of the view yard and the hanging. Can't go that
What's
way.
that noise down there?
It's me. Don't worry. Rue de Saint-Gozane. Jazane. Roundabout north. Campsite apartments. Dumpster dive. That's fucking locked. There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint?
Hey, up here, piggo.
Okay, thanks. For motorcycle repair, the tool is used to disassemble it. Looks like there was more construction here once, decades ago. Take. Magnesium. The belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Docking reserved for residents of the roosting. Okay. What about this? Your room in the whirling isn't much bigger than this sloop. Hey, what's up, man? Ah, fuck. Shadows in the water, green plants underneath a calm surface.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce
hello, Joyce.
L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. but I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Thank you, Kim.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
Interesting.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Okay.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
You know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Well, return
Better
to
not
that.
tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope...
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Got it. You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
Do you have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name. A breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You're reminded of something. Or someone.
Okay, but what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
Your boat really needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why? Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about Dolores?
Why Dolores?
I don't know. It's pretty.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion.
All right. How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
The what?
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
There is a pinch of defensiveness in her voice, but it is playful.
What do you mean archipelago?
I mean, we are on Le Caillou, are we not?
Thought we were in Revachol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Oh, still haven't seen anyone else sell a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
I don't care about the license.
Good.
Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
How much money do they got?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real
Jesus.
in revenue.
8 billion?
Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
Where do Wild Pines get all these billions?
It started as an exploration and cargo.
Okay, I can read
Centuries
that.
of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
What does such a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners? who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo.
It's quite the endeavor indeed.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
Excuse me, I'm gonna have a thought real quick. Wild Pines, Field, Corporation Reveals in LaSalle, names of Revolution Intertribe spring to your head as the loose mention of Wild Pines. Royal Monopolies, octopuses, and swordfish, most of them gone now. YBP, Expander, St. Baptiste, Brightest Star, LUM, Resplendent, East, and Slick Welter, Nestle. Anyone missing? Wait, no, there are only 14. Then why do you feel like there's a 15-inch tribe? Can't internalize that quite yet.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Tell me about the strike.
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
What's your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
What the fuck about the behemoth?
What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organisation now.
A lot of racisms.
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago.
Hmm.
Yes, in the middle of February.
But the
Frozen.
strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
The union's getting really, really rowdy. In multiple ways.
Mr. Clare told him to, how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Huh, okay then.
Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What do they... Every worker, a member of the board.
Don't know what to think about that.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
I'm not going to say any of these things. What are you going to do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
Scabs at the gate. You put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to? If they were organised by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
Tell me about the union boss.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
See nothing.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
There's two of them?
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Evrart does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the union itself outside the Brothers Clare?
The Debardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago,
Okay, I'm gonna
organised
fast
labour at
read
its
through some of
best,
this.
as they say. Then something happened in the...
A mob. The Debardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Evrart and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Debardeurs Union is...
I haven't even talked to them. An effective advocate for the rights of local workingmen, a giant leech sucking life out of Revachol, basically a socialist mob. Prefer not to have opinion on these things. No.
Why do you think so?
Between the Everett, the human leech, and Measurehead, the union sounds like a motley crew. I'm into it, wink. I'm all Revachol too, the hell with the rest. They're good labormen, can't fall for them a little corruption. I'm into wink.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. They're an interesting composition, albeit vile. But enough about Evrart. What else can I do for you?
Is this something happens in the elections?
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Some kind of extortion, probably.
Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
That's all I need to hear. Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
Lynching.
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves.
Shit.
I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
I remember my partner told you I had recently suffered from an unusual medical episode. My lost badge related to it.
See. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Yes.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
Oh, shit. After a night of heavy drinking, I lost all memory of my life in the world. I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything.
Oh, dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia.
That's a big word.
I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Suggestion A. Suggestion A. And here's a little point. And then that's White Morning. Oh, guys get further and further away from breakthrough imminent. Okay. Try it.
She's a negotiator.
Yes.
Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
Sure, there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in. but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment. I thought. Why morning? The little guy gets smaller and smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out the snow, on the streets, in the shop on the corner, and finally in a matchbox house, sitting by the window, white flower on the windowsill. You can smell them from here. It's awful. A white morning, modern death, divorce, or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him, make him smaller, make him less you. All moderate excluding caps raised by 1, 20% zoom out distance. Oh. I could use skill points to unlock more thoughts? Well, that's cool. Oh, and I have to use skill points to forget too? Jesus Christ. Okay, that thought's just going to be in my head for a while. Oh, this is fun. This shows us stuff I can redo. Kim?
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How'd you hope it'd go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, not volunteer us to be her henchmen.
I didn't think we were going to do that. Posture check, thank you.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
What do you propose that we don't investigate the... Sorry for... I'll handle
I'm
it.
sure you will, Detective.
What do you propose that we don't
No.
do it?
If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
You could also find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters. You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
Alright, let's get back to her.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Tell me about this
It's
alleged
quite
drug
straightforward.
trafficking.
Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Make this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
You want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dockworkers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
What do you mean?
The lorries. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Why don't you come to our RCM
I
earlier?
did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
No coincidence the lawyer's just trying to like there, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
The cold breath rushes in from the bay, making its way down the alleyways and potholed streets. From Martinez to Jamrock, in the traffic you hear the clinking of glass vials, concealed beneath tarpaulin. Or is it just your teeth chattering in the cold?
Fucking misery.
A lot of it. It comes in from large Samaran factories in South Safre, Sigai, and Sinyao. The literage they must get from this terminal alone must be oceanic.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
Well, what proof do you have the union's involved?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves. Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorry man would confide in.
I've already made some suspicions that one of the drivers are present in the lynching.
The two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
Let's discuss something
She
else.
simply nods.
You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, the episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy now that I think of it.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
Exactly.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, you're in. Begin with the first one. You'll appear worldly.
Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
What is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. North of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year. I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders.
A brief spike of longing in her upright body. The dots under her eyelids shake.
This place used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets. Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats and... Don't hold it against me. The boys certainly did not.
There's a spark in the air, a live wire hanging in the wind, in your hungover neocortex. Then the sea air cools it down.
You mentioned the sea. Which sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near it?
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Vast, lukewarm and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
What's the name of the island?
Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the river Esperance. We're in the delta of this river on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
I heard you want world building, so I put some world building in your world building.
This pebble is of enormous value to her.
Tell me about another impressive morph. What's Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city?
The great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory, beyond patriotism, a fact.
What makes Revachol great?
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
When?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
Who?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest.
You got stuck in the elevator? Foolish.
By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men. We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
Pretty much the center of the world.
Oh, we're quite a way off. About 22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
I'm gonna say nothing and observe it.
She observes your eyes scanning the horizon, then breaks the silence, slowly. This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am, Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
Alright, Lieutenant, I'll continue
It's
later.
better not to eat all your candy at once.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
Six
Nice.
kilometers southwest, in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again. We always do.
What am I?
You? You're an officer of the RCM.
The Revachol Citizens Militia.
Preciso Mundo.
Good. And what are they?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
It's a de facto.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
What do you mean?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency Wayfare.
All three are good to know when we are out policing.
So basically, to avoid the subject, I'm going to ask the next line of the question of this inquiry. I'm a lackey of capital.
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Why?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster. They called it the International Zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility.
Never forgive us.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Ravacholians get to keep the peace in Ravachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Thank you, ma'am.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
I'll ask about the acute, and then I'll conclude for now.
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective.
What causes it?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
I'm gonna lie, it's probably from surgery.
That seems unlikely.
What this boils down to is, this reality thing is stupid. Blow this joint, grab a bottle, and drain that shit right down your throat. Wait. This reality thing is the only game in town. It's probably in your interest not to blow it.
I'll have to urge you around and get back to reality.
She stares at you, head tilted to the side, with a slightly concerned look.
I'll just ask what times are these, and then I will leave
These
her.
are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the
Today
dusk
for what?
before the big time.
The smile of a predator. No doubt what she's got in mind.
What's the big time?
The revolution.
What is this revolution I
It's
keep hearing
quite
about?
easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
You would say it's a bunch of apes duking it out?
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing intra-species warfare. No, I would say the apes were neutral.
Neutral.
On the other hand,
No, the tiny apes are doing all they can to be better. It's not their fault.
Who got shot in the head?
those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
She's not gloating. It's a relieved celebration.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well.
The communists and
So
anarchists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
That's a tragedy.
Yes. The Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they call it.
Anyone else got shot in the head?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Guard the king.
I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive, and his nephew Fricelle got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Mineral
The
rights.
liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
By liberals, you mean?
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the Ultras, or Ultra-Liberals. They fared well.
My puppy is moving around in his sleep. I don't know if you can see it. Oh. The squeak woke him up. Oh no. Oh no. Move away. The cam never showed you, pup. It's fine.
We didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended.
There's a surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The Coalition.
You're the Coalition.
The Coalition of Nations. Grad.
Okay.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
Moralist?
The Moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world. These guys are strong.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
If always picturing an option that doesn't commit to anything, then Elysium, and also not. I don't think I am. Not just technically, practically as well. I like what I heard about these people. I don't know, so I don't think so.
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
Kerfuffle.
Turn of the century revolution. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end...
Who started it?
It wasn't a who.
Pandemic attires
what?
are...
A pandemic.
What do they do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
No way.
Indeed. Zerat is a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain. From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize
the
it.
end.
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar.
What is the zone of the car?
A city-state divided into...
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the...
How long?
43 years. Hard to...
What have we been doing all this time?
Saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in
After that?
the 30s. Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East...
Were they?
It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. Welcome to reality, baby.
Reality lowdown.
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
Don't think me that thrilled.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova. This raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just...
No bonus. No bonus. That takes 5. This takes 3. I'll do... Into tribe.
We could have had so much more. Every one of us. If only we'd played it right.
What have you done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
No, her first.
I asked you.
And I asked you, past less detective of the Citizens Militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you?
Here's some wisdom, lady. Say the death thing.
Jesus. Medical solution.
A cold creeps up your spine, reaching its tendrils up your neck, toward the back of your head.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding protein, unlife, with a technology 50 years ago?
The wind stops, and for a moment, there's silence. The charge dissipates into the dark water.
I
All is
don't
quiet
know what I'm
on the
saying here.
Martinez Inlet.
There is peace in the heart.
Hello?
Good hygiene. Really. A very moderate solution to an extreme problem. It's those sort of half measures that doomed the authorities in Grad. When they failed to step up, Marzov and his party stepped in.
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position of the RCM.
And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
There is curiosity there that goes unnoticed. Kim takes a step back, absent-mindedly.
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my position. The abattoir.
Understandable.
Stuff about the times.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
I'll conclude for now. I'll come back.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
Well,
Of
that's all for
course,
now.
Detective. Take care.
Oh boy, thanks for the autosave. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Horseback monument. Let's pick up a medium. That's new. Those on white are able to try now. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Cab. A door.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to
Lock.
the
Oh.
door rattles against your knuckles.
Knock again.
The door rattles again.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
Oh, this is the thing. This is please open up.
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
I'm not joking.
No, I already told you. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
There is no reply. Just faint, sweeping sounds. The door rattles again.
Stop banging on the door.
Who am I speaking
Doesn't
to?
matter who I am. The police?
It's cold.
No. I'll go check the backyard door.
Alright. I tried.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Who are you talking to? Can I talk to her from here?
The streets will flow red once
Sydney the
more.
Skull.
A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Let's start with your blood type and go from there.
Go where? Accosting a minor?
Listen to your partner, pigman. Keep your grubby hooves off little old ladies.
What? What?
She's grown frustrated with her work and welcomes the opportunity to challenge authority in other ways.
You keep looking off the side. What are you looking at?
She turns her head to face the coast and nods disdainfully toward Joyce, performing maintenance on her boat. Hatred, disgust, it's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features.
Sydney's a child? Wild.
The woman.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
You mean Joyce?
On a first name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world.
What's this on?
It's where they grow whores like her. And they're whoremen.
Yeah, I don't like her either.
Pigs not half as dumb as he looks.
What are you doing under the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
So you don't know what to write.
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cabs. And my name's not Mona, so...
Yeah.
She wants it to be something true and total.
What are you so committed to facing this building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium.
Okay, but I also think the person who made this game has a degradation kink. 1000%.
I thought I'd mix it up. You know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
Your opinion. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah?
I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Correct. Anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
See you later, Cindy.
Watch your back, ungulate.
Ungulate?
We've got eyes on you.
Wild. Okay. Let's save that. The day's almost over. Or perhaps you did her a favor, she could waive off the formality. Whatever the case, you need to know what she knows. Getting the body down. Let's just look at all the shit we got. Ask about the tattoo's possible meaning. I got Harbor Gates. Speed from Kuno's apartment. Take down Kuno's dad. Buy flan pants. Explore the passage. Get my gun. Get my badge. Who else is unauthorized? Find this person. You know, tampered the scene. May take a while. Who's in the union box? End the day. Brief after 2200 in 2 hours. Pissing competition. Pay for the damages you caused. Whirling in rags. $100. Who made the call? Keep searching for the caller. Hangover feels bad. They want it. It's King Karaoke. Find smokes and do booze. I don't want to do some of those. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Superstar cop, cop, sorry cop, boring cop, communist, fascist, ultra-liberal, moralist, good cop, bad cop, 4, honor 0, people killed 3, case solved 216, years in service 18 years. Okay. A lot of info. A lot of info.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Why not 3%?
Yeah. Why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall.
It's a pretty good roll.
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass?
Don't question me, Kim. I have very important designs for this wall. Alright, I'm gonna find a place so I can stop, eat some dinner, and maybe later tonight I will continue. Oh, but where'd my thought go? There it is.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Look closer first.
Faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone.
Kim, look, bullet holes.
Where?
Someone's been shot.
There?
We should solve it.
Those are old.
Oh, you mean from the Revolution?
Yes, the one that happened half a century ago. Those bullets were fired during the Revolution and do not warrant
Tell me about the Revolution.
much. I don't have a fresh perspective.
Well, I gained some experience by yelling about it, so.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
He's eating a big sandwich.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Shouldn't I ask what game it is?
No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Observe.
See? Your munching and complaining have ruined my concentration.
Ah, mon Dieu. The pain in my back is unbearable. I can't even say if it's in my back or hip anymore. Feels like it's in both.
I hope you pass out from it. You goddamn jellyfish. Men like you are the reason this nation is sinking.
Shush. Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old. You are letting down yourself and the team. Get in the damn game already.
What team?
Doesn't matter what team. Pick a team. Any team. The blue team. You're letting them down. Get in the game and throw the goddamn ball.
Why are you so mean?
Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky.
Oh, I didn't even get the... I lost the +2 and shit. I'll do it. Uh-oh.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. You'll make it work. God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every victory.
Feel the ball.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it. Probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already, your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
Surroundings.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only
Man
thing
ball.
left is the union of man and ball. West, in the Grand Couronne area, a sharp overhand left from Arsène Luc Edelbrock sends the Samarin heavyweight champion, Kostya Miasnok Kostanicha, flying to the mat. The crowd goes wild. Revachol loves her heroes.
There's time for less glance inward. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion. A fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Behold the fear and confusion reflecting in the eyes of the two feeble geezers. They are in awe of your superiority. You are a god to them. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet. What the fuck? Why?
Merde! Bordel de merde!
Why would I do that?
What the hell is your problem?
Not a weak right triceps, that's for sure.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game.
That's
So goddamn disrespectful.
Wait, what?
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull.
Oh, but the tonk understand.
No, no you don't. Our pétanque game is ruined. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug.
I will fix
you
it.
are as a goddamn bull. Good. Mistakes are forgiven, when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Every once in a while, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm clicking a thing, and he just fucking chucks it like a
Just
moron.
talk. It'll smooth things over. Old people like attention.
Hanged.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
Most locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
You're playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Yeah.
Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Heavy artillery fire, you say? That's the best kind of artillery fire. Very interesting.
Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
You used it?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Why the hell?
Because
Here.
this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up. Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08.
Not thoughtfully.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Explains all the war damage.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
He approves of this radical approach, knows it was necessary.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
I don't think. I just do.
I'm just so damn sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains...
Jesus.
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol. Or even if that damn clan Frissel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Mission Gillen?
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Who was this?
Damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution. The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They forgotten already.
This poor old man.
Soon,
Even though he's
they will
wild.
forget everything. him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the Filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
I saw the statue of the third near the roundabout.
Ah, yes! King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
Cocaine? Cocainum? Sounds like our kind of king. And just imagine what kind of cocaine a king would have had.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
How should a true king rule?
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Seems to me a leader should take care of his people before himself.
Elysium is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try.
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
The Carabiner doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve. No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come, still in that antique uniform. It's a symbol for him.
Cocaine?
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
You can't even take the responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler? That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine for clarity of vision, to aid in their work. Regnum cocainum, Revachol's finest years.
I'm satisfied with this explanation.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine.
Wow. Loves cocaine.
When she was in labor. And it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense.
It's really not. Please, do...
Yes, indeed. We're not here to investigate the drug trade of centuries past.
Something else.
Right.
3%. Yeah, it's a white check. I can retry it. Why not?
All you observe is a veteran.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Friss.
Don't you mean Frissel the fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
But I'm worried. Thanks for your time. Okay, with all that, I gotta replace the lost bowl. With all that out of the way, does talking to him mean anything different?
I have really outdone myself.
Man
This is
loves his
divine.
sandwich.
Yes, that's what you need, Gus.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Tell me what you know about the dead man.
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
You know absolutely nothing?
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the gauche caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Respects?
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
How do you know Evra?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brother.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
You a union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties. Help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
In many ways.
Oh, yes.
You're an actual member.
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card. But Evrard keeps me on the payroll. Just for the little things.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Vezavane. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate this socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence, never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What kind of things do you write from?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Mark.
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
So for now.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Can I have a bite of that? No. Bye for now. F5. What time is it? 2200 or 2100 that he wants to talk? Enormous bulls worthy of real man. That's funny. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza. Okay. End of the day. Yep, after 2200. Okay. So with that, I think I'm going to stop the stream for now. I may do one later tonight, so I don't know, I'll post my things if I am. But if not, I will. See you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining me again on another very fun gameplay through of Disco Elysium. This is awesome. Boy, it's not a lot of dialogue for me, but so much dialogue from here that should be fine. Wait, the fuck character sheet. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, that's what that is. But yeah, thank you so much. Don't forget to love each other and take it easy.